Hi, my name is Gabby Camelli. For my Marketing 443 case, I've chosen Apple's Shot on iPhone campaign. I'll be telling you all about this campaign, its components, the use of social media within it, and its effectiveness in the long run. So, this campaign was actually launched in 2014, which is 4 years ago, and is a continuous user generated content campaign. It has continued to show the world the change in the iPhone camera since the launch of the campaign, starting with the iPhone 6 up to today with the iPhone X or the iPhone 10. So the campaign's really proved itself to be short, simple, and sweet with one purpose, showing the viewer what the iPhone camera is actually capable of. So this includes portraying features of the camera such as low light, portrait mode, slow-mo, backlight, etc. Throughout the 4 year course of the campaign, Apple is really focused on various subjects for the photographs and videos they choose for the campaign. And this includes anything from landscapes to close ups to portraits, just to everyday moments that people like you and me as a consumer can relate to. So, Apple did something a little different than what we normally see in marketing and advertising. They used the effects of crowdsourcing to their advantage. So all of the content that was actually used in the campaign came from photos taken by actual iPhone users, amateur or professional. So I do have a video from the campaign to show you. This one's a little longer than the majority of the ones they put out for the campaign. This one's about a minute long and is, instead of just one short film, it's multiple. So if you enjoy.
The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. In our obscurity, in all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves. The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. There is nowhere else, at least in the near future, to which our species could migrate. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand. It underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another and to preserve and cherish the only home we've ever known.
So this was posted on Apple's YouTube account as well as a TV commercial, and it has about 860,000 views on YouTube, and it does include that signature advertising tagline of Shot on iPhone. Hopefully that gave you a better idea of the feel of the campaign and how they really took the customer content and turned it into this massive campaign. So the Shot on iPhone campaign consisted of more than 10,000 billboards across 25 countries, in addition to short films and individual print ads in magazines, newspapers, online platforms, and in sets of 15-second TV commercials, like I mentioned. The campaign focuses on everyday life, and it goes hand in hand with Apple's theme that technology isn't supposed to separate us from everyday life, but instead amplify our experience as humans. So pictured here are a couple of examples of content posted by everyday iPhone users and Apple's effort in transforming this content into billboards and print ads and commercials. So here you can really see how they selected pictures that represented the theme of everyday moments that anyone can relate to as a consumer. So for social media platforms, they primarily and mainly used Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. We all know Apple is a huge company, so today in 2018, they have about 588 million users worldwide, and their social media following, as you can see, really reflects that. So on YouTube, they currently have 7.8 million subscribers. On Twitter, without even tweeting, they have 2.4 million, and on Instagram, with their largest influence, they have 9.8 million. And it's actually funny to see that Apple's Instagram has the biggest following because it was the one that was created the most recently. They actually created it last year in August, 3 years after the campaign had started. And it's no doubt that this presence on Instagram has enhanced the campaign as a whole. So delving a little bit more into the Instagram feed, they actually created the Instagram account in order to further the campaign and exclusively showcase the photos that are shot on iPhone by iPhone users. So just think of it as like this massive gallery of Apple customers' pictures. So they used this gallery format of multiple pictures as well as videos to really be able to show more than one picture at a time and get as much content out there as possible. And then in the captions, they would include shot on iPhone hashtag, the description, and then the credit to the photographer. So with Instagram being such a huge platform for so many markets, Apple really utilized it to the best of their ability by showing everyday Instagram users that they too can take photographs like this on their iPhones and post it on their Instagrams. And you can see that influence just by searching the hashtag shot on iPhone on Instagram. They have about 5 million posts with the hashtag. And those are just a couple of the top ones that show up right when you search it. So of course, there was other methods that they used. They used Twitter and YouTube, and both platforms, they kept that shot on iPhone hashtag consistent. So with Twitter, it was very similar to Instagram. It was and still is a place that users can post as well as Apple can collect content. And then YouTube, they use it a little bit differently since it's more of a video method and not a picture method. They posted the videos and the commercials on their YouTube accounts as well as demonstrations on how to use the cameras over the years and get that perfect shot. So you might be wondering, in the past cases, we've really looked into how campaigns use celebrities and how that enhances a campaign. And in this case, Apple doesn't usually and rarely has used celebrities in endorsing and promoting their products. Due to Apple being such a well-known company, they don't necessarily need the effect of having a key influencer represent the brand. And sometimes celebrities can be dangerous, especially when you have a very well-established brand like Apple. There's a risk that comes along as well as a bias. But in 2012, they did use Zooey Deschanel and Samuel L. Jackson in a couple of their commercials. But when you look around today in a college classroom or even just in a general setting, in general public, the majority of people will be using an Apple product, whether it's Mac, an iPhone, an Apple Watch. And for Apple, they've switched to this idea that the products are the celebrities, and they let them speak for themselves in the advertising. And now that having Apple products is such a norm, you often find famous people promoting their products without even thinking about it, such as using their iPhone to take pictures for Instagram, posting them on Instagram. So without even hiring or paying someone to do it, these celebrities kind of just start talking about it, and then the influence spreads. But this does bring up the question of, could have Apple used celebrities to make the campaign better? And I definitely think so. In theory, I think they could have possibly used like famous travelers, famous photographers, professional artists, and I think this really could have like boosted some influence, and that's definitely something they could possibly look into in the future. But in the end, Apple can definitely contribute a great deal of their success to the hashtag. It became the main focus as both the tagline and the title of the campaign, so they were interchangeable, which makes it really easy for consumers to recall and recognize and remember the brand as well as the campaign. And it's really funny because these 3 shots that I show you here, there's like a 3-frame wrap up at the end of all the videos and the commercials. First starts with the user's photos with the simple text at the bottom that credits the photographer. Next is the shot on iPhone. And the final is the Apple logo. And with these, they really use the simple and distinct contrast with the black letters and the white background and very minimal writing, so to make sure that the viewer stayed focused on what they just saw in the commercial. So the results I took from a couple of various websites and awards, and just to get some metrics to back up why the campaign was successful. So from Business Insider, Apple and its agency said the first round of the campaign in 2014 was seen at least 6.5 billion different times, mentioned by 24,000 opinion leaders, and 95% of the mentions about the campaign online were positive. And then on Instagram, the first round of the campaign saw 688,000 posts and tags, and that was back in 2014. And now, 2018, you search the shot on iPhone hashtag, and you see the 5.5 million posts. Finally, at the Cannes Lion Festival, they ended up winning 5 top prizes, including 5 gold lions and a Grand Prix in the outdoor category. Um, the World Gallery basically came to be a part of the Shot on iPhone campaign. The whole campaign in itself started off as this collection of pictures, and Apple added in the World Gallery, which was a video section of the best pieces submitted by iPhone users, just compiled together. So, why did this work? Why did they see those results? So, the main thing I think was the user generated content. The campaign's really centered around the user experience. It makes the consumer feel like they're involved with the brand. They can post these pictures. That picture could potentially be put on an ad that's seen by millions, billions, and it really increases that customer loyalty and retention because the consumer is able to quote unquote build the ad themselves, and that's pretty enticing as a consumer. And it also provides visual proof to the consumer and presents them with the features that the iPhone camera has, as well as that cultural piece of seeing things all around the world. And that targets a wide market. And then the whole campaign in itself is extremely cohesive with the hashtag, the ads, the meaning. And since the beginning, Apple's advertising has just, and marketing has done just this, even with the emergence of social media and new technology. And the intention and influence with this campaign never really ends. It's been going on for 4 years. And with people posting pictures and tagging them with the hashtag, those followers seeing that content, then moving to another level where it could be posted on Apple's Instagram or used within print ads or video ads in the campaign. The influence then continues with Apple followers, and it's this huge cycle. So I really think this campaign goes back to what Apple really stands for, and I think they stood true to that, which is imagination, creativity, passion, and innovation. And I think that this campaign was very successful because it is a continuous campaign, and they've kind of set it up to where with the release of new iPhones, they can alter the campaign and show the effects and the features of the better cameras as they release new iPhones. So I think Apple did a really great job with this. So thank you.